What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. BobbyFi here for my BobbyFi 5 and 5 plays of the day. I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to start off with a guy I haven't used much this year, and that's Miguel Sano. Like the Twins in general tonight. Manning was great to me last time out. I don't expect such a great performance this time. But Miguel Sano, he's 4,500 on DraftKings. He's 2,700 or 2,800, I believe, on FanDuel. I love Sano against a low strikeout righty. That's his ideal situation when you take a guy who strikes out almost 40% of the time and then you eliminate that with his power upside. I think he's a terrific play and also an interesting pivot off of Josh Bell. And all honesty, in my first lineup I built on FanDuel, I have Bell and Sano in that lineup. I like both sides of that game, Philly and Washington, especially the Philly side. But I do in terms of the Bell love. But I also like some of the Twins. I just think I'm doing more 2, 3, 4-man stacks because their lineup is not quite what it was earlier in the season, obviously with no Cruz. Next play I'm going to mention is a little bit off the board, I think, today, possibly Patrick Wisdom. You get Wade Miley up against him. Wade Miley's been really good, but I like the hitting conditions in Chicago today decently, and I really like Patrick Wisdom as an off-the-board play at third base for 4K. I think he's got the power upside to do it, and I like him in the matchup versus Miley. You get a lefty against Wisdom at 4K, and I'm definitely going to have some interest, especially with decent hitting weather in Chicago. So Patrick Wisdom's a little bit more off the board. I like the Red Sox in general, so I think the easy play here would, Devers would probably be the most logical home run call for a lot of people. I think JD is the best play. I know I mentioned him a lot, but he's the best actual hitter, so I would take JD as one of my top 5 plays today. Definitely would consider him as priority spend up along with the guy I'm going to mention next, and then I'll mention a value play for my 5th play. But JD, I love him here. You got Hatch and then the bullpen in Toronto behind him. Great hitting conditions in Boston. We know how good JD is at home. So I'm definitely want to prioritize JD. The only problem is I like a lot of outfielders. Speaking of which, I'm going to get to another one. Juan Soto has been the best hitter in baseball since the All-Star break. He's got the most home runs, highest slugging, et cetera, et cetera. I love him tonight, and I think that he is a terrific bet. If you're going to just make a bet on the guy to hit a home run, he would be one of the top guys for me. I actually have Sano up there too, but I think Juan Soto is a terrific bet. Obviously, it's going to cost a lot for him at 6.3. Hopefully that keeps some people off of him. He's still probably going to get prioritized by enough, but I think Juan Soto is one of your top plays of the day, and I like that Washington side. I wish I liked the full lineup a little bit better, but I like them a lot for a 3 and 4-man stack. And then my last guy I'm going to mention for value, assuming that he's batting where we expect in the lineup, would be Andrew Vaughn. You can always switch this over to Adam Engel, depending on who's hitting where. They're both cheap enough, but I think excellent power upside. I like the White Sox here against Minor. I actually have some interest in Minor as well because the pitching is a little bit iffy on this slate, but I think Andrew Vaughn's a little bit he's the cheap guy I'm looking at tonight as a priority. I think you can include Larnach in that category as a cheap guy. Kyle Tucker is way too cheap. I could have mentioned all these guys, but Tucker I expect to be pretty popular. But all those guys are excellent home run candidates in my opinion, but I'm going to stick with Vaughn as my favorite for right now. Anyway, guys, check out truedfs.com. We're doing coaching sessions now and recording those as well. We're also, we've got Sheets of Sheets, which I keep mentioning, I believe are the best projections in the industry. They're sort of a conglomerate of everybody else's projections, and then he actually adds the things that seem to be the most accurate that I found so far, and the best way to get off the board because he includes ownership as well when he talks about his favorite stacks, plays, etc. So anyway, guys, yeah, check out truedfs.com. A month free for right now, $35 a month after that. We're adding an optimizer in the coming weeks, and a lot of good stuff going on. So any thoughts, and anybody who wants to do the coaching, hit me up over DM and we will schedule a time for you. BobbyFi out here saying good luck to everybody tonight, and let's get them.